The T20 World Cup can still go ahead as scheduled later this year in Australia, but we have to address a few issues. What are they? Well, over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of talk that the T20 World Cup later on this year in Australia is either cancelled or rescheduled to a later date. I don't like that. We've got to play it as it is scheduled right now. But there's a few issues that we've got to address. Firstly, player preparation. A lot of players internationally have been in lockdown. They haven't been able to go out and train and prepare for a tournament such as the T20 World Cup. So we've got to get them here a month and a half earlier than what we would do in a normal situation. Then we go to international travel. There's no commercial flights, so we have to have chartered flights, which is a good thing because it addresses the next issue, the spread of coronavirus. Now, before each participant gets on those chartered flights, they all get tested for the coronavirus. If they pass the test, they come to Australia. If they don't, they stay. Now, when they get to Australia, they go into lockdown for 2 weeks. So they quarantine for 2 weeks. After that 2-week period, they are tested. If they pass the test, then they are free to go out and train and prepare for the particular tournament. Then we look at the social distancing aspect of the game of cricket. Now, there's no issue. All the time, players are more than 1.5 meters apart out in the middle. The only issue that you could probably look at is the slips cordon. But let's put a rule in place for this particular tournament. You've got to be more than 2 meters apart in the slips cordon. Spread it out. Then we look at the domestic travel in Australia. Domestic travel between states is a no-no right now, and I can't see that changing over the next 6 months. But here in Australia, we're lucky we've got plenty of space. We're lucky that we've got plenty of grounds in each space that are able to play or handle such fixtures for a T20 international tournament. So let's take WA for example. You don't have to play at Optus Stadium, and you don't want to play in a venue like Optus Stadium when you haven't got a crowd, because you've got all those empty seats in the stadium. Plus you have the echo effect where the ball hitting the bat or the players out in the middle having a little bit of a chirp comes through the microphone in a murmured state and doesn't really give the viewer at home a good experience. So take it to the outgrounds. Also, you give those outgrounds give a better aesthetic look on the TV screens. Outside the boundary ropes, it's a lot greener. There's trees, there's more nature to look at. So it gives a more relaxing feel when you're on this or the other side of the screen. Now, let's just go back and look at people saying that we've got to cancel the tournament. Why do you want to cancel the tournament? There's so many viewers out there that are starved from this great game. They want to have live cricket on their TV screens, and they'll be licking their lips, even if there's no crowd right now, to see the best in action again. Also, rescheduling it to a later date. Well, you've got the T20 tournament, T20 World Cup in India the following year in October, November. So you don't want 2 T20 tournaments played in the space of less than a year, because it'll be weird and unauthentic. But anyway, that's my views. What's your views? Make your comments downstairs. And if you like what I do, getting on this little bell, that'll give you a notification when the next video is coming out. My IPL series will recommence on Saturday after this bit of news. Thanks for joining me, and stay safe.